definitely came second with Turn Me On. Mazda did Poor People song. I was in that competition too. I think I came fourth or fifth with a song called Talk to Me. You know, um, the show was held at the Shed, and all those tracks were produced by Adrian Bailey. You know, yeah, man. So right there, this generation, our generation was the new generation that was emerging on the scene.
Thanks for coming on to Vincy Internet Radio, host for this evening. Moulton says we'll take care of you.
All right. So, well, my humble beginnings. I was born in the little village of Riley, that's in the Mesopotamia area. So is Riley slash Evesham slash Little London slash Gumi. So those are my areas, you know what I'm saying? And all those areas, of course, Gumi is on the other side, on the other hill of the Mesopotamia Valley. But that's my home as well, you know. But as I said, I'm from the valley, a valley boy. Went to all valley school, primary and secondary, except for the tertiary level. Went to technical college. I did sign up to go to university in Cuba, but everything was in the hands of the elders. They thought that I was a bit too young and I need some time to play. And I ended up play until I got involved in music, and I never went to Cuba. Well, I went to Cuba later on in my career. Music actually took me there. You know what I'm saying? But there's a humble youth from the valley who love music and entertainment, true intention. I love to see the Vincy product and just the Vincy vibe being respected. You know what I'm saying? And I love my beautiful island because it's unique, 32 islands and keys. You know what I'm saying? When it's Skarpyon, it's Vincy. You know what I mean? Straight up. So that's in a nutshell. I mean, it's so many other things, but you say give you guys a little bit, so I'm giving you a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Stingaman, Skarpyon.
Well, go on, brother.
Welcome in the house, brother.
Yes,
it's a
man.
pleasure,
Yes,
to be
yes.
talking, with everything that's going on in the world, but
Right.
give thanks still,
True.
Yeah, so I just wanted to take us back, from like I know your story is a long story. We'll be here all night if we have to talk about your story.
True.
So just give us in a nutshell like how it all started in the music business.
Right. So as I said, I grew up in Evesham Riley area. You know what I'm saying? It's just a river that separates the villages, you know what I mean? But it's just one place still. And so living up there, I was spending a lot of time with my grandmother because in those times my mom was still getting her education up to speed. So I would spend most of my time by my grandmother, and so it was back and forth. Of course I went to church in Evesham. We walked through the shortcut from over Gumi, where my mom was living over Gumi, because she got married and went over that side. So of course it's just a shortcut away from where my grandmother is. So I will come over the shortcut, go down the river, and walk up the back of the house, and you know what I'm saying. So going through there, it was part of my routine and my life, and of course the things that boys do in St. Vincent, of course, fishing, stoning mango, hide and seek, play gun shooting, every little thing possible. Of course, climb trees, as I said. We make banana houses. Man, listen, my childhood is just what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? As a kid growing up, pitching marble, making tap, making beef buggies, every single thing you could think about. You know what I'm saying? So now my early days of education was at a board school in the village of Evesham, which was head by Miriam Edwards. You know, she just passed away a couple of years ago. She lived, I think she was about 90 something, you know. She lived very long. And because, you know, she's a very good soul in terms of or you know, her efforts in terms of educating the community. So a lot of people, even my parents, went to that school. It was a board school, and we call her teacher. You know, so she was the lady that taught us before we go to primary school. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she taught me how to formulate my letters, and of course, she was a pillar in church as well. When I say a pillar, she was one of the elders who held up the Sunday school, and she taught me in Sunday school. And then because of how I grew up, I became an assistant. You know what I'm saying? Later on, I became the president of the national youth group in our church, in Evesham Church. Because, you know, as I said, you know, I'm a person who grew up in that kind of way, you know, in church. And of course, respectable and my elders, you know what I mean? So I was so right there, not knowing what I was being groomed for, you know, I would always, you know, make sure that my boyhood is one that is full of respect, full of respect and you know what I'm saying? So it's like no cussing for me, no fighting for me, none of these things. You know, it was just me growing up the way a kid should grow. So I always maintain that standard, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, you know, of course, from that I went to Evesham Primary School, where it was a new world for me. Because now, you know, you're meeting so many different kids, and the opportunities there was bigger, because now, you know, you get opportunities now to develop yourself with so many different activities going on. You're talking about choral speech, folk singing, playing cricket, playing soccer, going on school trips to different parts of St. Vincent and Grenadines. And one of those trips that we used to take was to go to the northern side, which is the Oria side. And those days, you know, the road in St. Vincent, you know, of course, we came a long way. You know, you could have gone so far up the riverside, you know what I'm saying? But it was something that was fascinating about the Dry River, because, you know, that's what we call it, you know, and to drive to the Dry River and see all the topography and see the hills and just going on that side, it was like a new world for us, you know what I'm saying? So all those things, I was just observing these things and was so impressed with how beautiful our island is. And I think that is what actually grew me to become a really patriotic Vincentian, you know what I'm saying? And you know, so it's like whenever opportunity comes for me to participate, I never really hesitated, but it was just a joy to get involved. As I said, being innocent and not knowing what it really is, you know what I'm saying?
True.
But despite all of that and the opportunities that would have come my way, I was a very shy person. You know what I'm saying? Shy not to do stuff, but shy to face audiences. You know what I'm saying? I would always get my head down, never really have this eye contact with people, and you know what I'm saying? So me getting involved really gave me the opportunities to become within myself and to learn and to grow, not at a rapid pace, but at a very comfortable pace. You know what I'm saying? So as I said, I was really taking in a lot of stuff. And then from there, I went to the Marcus Secondary School. It was a bigger world for me, because now, you know, you're meeting so many different people from different parts of St. Vincent and Grenadines, and you know, sharing ideas, and you're just like a university for us, you know. And of course, Sister School was one of the top schools in the valley, and by and large, the whole of St. Vincent and Grenadines, because a lot of persons in St. Vincent, in and around St. Vincent, whether town or country, went to that school because of the fact that Sister Pat, God bless her soul, was very disciplined in education. She was very, how to put it? She was like a mother to all. You know what I'm saying? and music was one of the big part of the school curriculum. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I got there the first time and we went to assembly and I heard the different harmonies, that was the first thing that jumped out to me. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, you know? And so rewind before I went to secondary school. In primary school, because I was involved in music, I got the opportunity to represent St. Vincent in the junior calypso competition. But before I represented the Evisham primary school, first they will have to know if I could sing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, as I said, I was a shy person, but I was singing with my friends, them, you know. And one morning they were. I told this story many times, but it's part of my journey, and I'm happy to actually share it.
True.
So I was sing. I was so. This song was a gospel song by this guy from Jamaica. I don't know his name. I think it's Leon or something his name. But the song was Jesus is the winner man, the winner man, the winner man. That was that was on 7-5 all day. You know what I'm saying? So they were trying to sing that song, and our music teacher, Shern Williams, he was playing it on the guitar. So I was saying, yeah, right. So we were singing the song. They were singing the song, and they wanted to know if I knew the song. All right. And then while I was singing, the teacher was like, "Who's singing?" And my friends sold me out. They say, "He teacher, he," you know. So right there, everybody knew that I have some singing in me. And then my teacher in 1989, well, even before 1989, all those days in primary school, we would participate in Christmas programs. When we have independence, I would be the singing, doing choral speech, doing drama, Christmas time, So all that was molding me to become the person I am. You know what I'm saying? As I said, I didn't know anything about the business side of music and becoming popular and all these things. I was just doing it because I thought, if you have this is what everybody do as a youngster. You know what I'm saying? Because there was not anyone there to tell you that, hey, you could become this, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Right. That was never in my head. So it was good. It have its good and maybe a little bad in a sense. Not necessarily bad, but a little unfortunate situation, not knowing what your talent really could do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the good side for me is it actually helped me to remain humble. It's like I have the talent, but I'm not a bossy person with it. I don't think I'm better than anybody, and actually help a lot of people along the way. But just to continue on the journey, so then when it was time for carnival, my teacher came to me and he said, "Hey, we want you to sing." And first thing I said, "Nah, I'm not going on a stage down there with all them thousands of people there." I said, "No." Then he said, "Hey, listen, brother. I am not telling you and giving you a chance for you to make a decision. If you don't sing, you're going to get some straps." So, and that was Papa Slums. God bless his soul, And he was the woodwork teacher in our school. Brilliant guy, fun guy, you know what I'm saying? And he would be there after when, he'd always have his guitar making up song and he say, "Hey, Skarpyon, I have this song here, come sing the song." And in 1989, I sang, but I didn't get through. But the next year, 1990, that was it for me. Boom bang. Straight into the finals, and it took off from there. Everybody was impressed. They loved my voice, and it was just one of the greatest moments as a youngster to see yourself on TV. You know what I'm saying? I hear your name calling over radio, and not knowing that other persons were watching. You know what I'm saying? And every year I go back there, always in the top 3 position. There were times when people thought that I should have wear the crown, but nonetheless, Skarpyon still at it. And then in 1993, while I was in Maracas Secondary School, my music teacher, Mrs. Brown, called me and said, "Mr. Joe Fenner," who was the music director, said he would like me to sing with the National Youth Band. I was like, huh? I said, sing with the National Youth Band. I thought it was just to sing a song, but actually to be the vocalist, the first vocalist. And from there, everything is open up from there. I learned so much, learn my skills, learn how to, you know, pitch my voice, learn to hear notes, actually learn how to, well, I actually started to play the guitar. As a matter of fact, one of the guys in the band loaned me his guitar, Dexter Bacchus. I think that was his father's guitar, and I took it home and find some notes. The first note, yeah, Dexter Bacchus. You know, he's a trombone. Yeah, bad trombone, and I think he played other wind instrument as well.
I think I know him, man.
Yeah. You know, so it was like university for me being in the National Youth Band. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I really want to thank Jeff for, you know, for giving me the opportunity to see who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? As a musician. You know what I'm saying? It was so many different opportunities and milestone in that time and in my lifetime that I'm really thankful for. You know what I'm saying? He told me to appreciate music and what musician is. You know, to have a talent to play music or to sing is one of the greatest things, because music is what everybody digests. Everybody eat music, whether you could do it or you're a listener or you just want to buy or you're a DJ. Music is part of our life. You know what I'm saying? And to actually, you know, come from that humble beginning and able to do music and then start to produce and record and then perform, and people loving the music, requesting the music, it's still in register in my head up until this day. You know, it just, because, you know, as I said, you come from this humble beginning, running through the banana field and stoning mango barefoot, going river and fishing, and then you're on big stage, you're on TV and you're headlining shows, and you know what I mean? It's like you're getting number one, you're winning this, you're winning that, you're winning. You know what I'm saying? It's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with that being said, then, you know, being in the National Youth Band, other bands were interested in Skarpyon. All of the top bands in St. Vincent wanted me to be the lead vocalist. But I was really committed to the National Youth Band because, you know, they're giving me the opportunity, and I was learning and observing what goes on in these big bands. Sometimes these guys push around, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen that with my own eyes, you know, people push around because, you know, you may have an opinion, but they don't want you to have an opinion. You listen to what I say and think. And me growing up, my uncles always teach us to be strong and firm and believe in what you believe in. So people used to take me being vocal as being stubborn and hard to grade. You know, I've heard that many times. You know, but I was never disrespectful to nobody, and nobody could tell it. I never disrespect nobody. I try my best to, you know what I mean, to maintain that, because as I said, you know, I come from the church, and you know what I mean, and learn so much from the elders. So in terms of respect, I always have that. I was even so careful as to not sing whine in a song. It's not until but it's maybe some years pass before you Skarpyon sing whine in a song, you know, because I always going back to church, and you know the old elders them come tell you, we love your song, but be careful what you're singing, you know, vulgarity, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how the elders them take, you know? So I was always battling if I'm doing the right thing or not, you know what I'm saying? So I struggled with that for many years, brother. Like even when I became famous, I struggled with it. Certain things that cross my mind and what entertainers do, which is like putting tattoo on the skin, pierce the ears, and you know what I'm saying? The closest thing I've done outside of you know, being an entertainer was to braid my hair. And even when I braid my hair and I see an elder boy, I would kind of hide, you know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna say, oh, yes, you're strained, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's funny what you believe in, what you've been taught will affect your life, you know what I'm saying? But then as I grew old, I realized, I say, yo, my hair is my hair, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing drugs, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in crime or anything, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've battled with that, you know, I grew it and cut it off and whatever, you know what I'm saying? But as I said, I never do stuff outside of what people would want of me, you know what I'm saying? Especially my elders, you know what I'm saying? But then, as I said, you know, I grew and realized that, okay, hey, what do you want for yourself? And I realized that most of the things that these elders want for me was the same thing I want for myself, because I wanted to be an example for my kids, them, you know what I'm saying? I have, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted my boys to look at me first and foremost before they look at someone else and try to emulate them, you know? So emulate the Father, and this is why I want to represent myself clean and pure, you know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, when you check it out in life too, you know, you may achieve so many other things in the life, but you're not grounded, you get me? And money fade away, fame fades away, your looks fade away, but your morals never fades. Because even though you're dead, nobody will say, boy, Skarpyon, you have 2 tattoos. No, they talk about who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? So that is most important. That is the richness in life that, you know, that you read in the Bible that God talk about. You know what I'm saying? What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? You know what I'm saying? And so that's what kept me going as an individual. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I will always maintain that and keep my energy towards that type of personality, you know what I mean, and persona, you know. So yeah, you know what I mean. I don't get carried away with too much of things, you know what I'm saying. I know the potential that I have, and I know the potential music have for a person. When I say that, meaning that music will take you anywhere in this world. Music will take you to the highest things, but is how you take yourself. What is taking you? What is carrying you? Is the money carrying you? Is the fame carrying you? Or just the fact that this thing about life, which is humility, respect, and morality, you know what I mean? So these are the things that really govern Skarpyon over the years, you know? I mean, I could go on and on, you know what I'm saying?
True. But, you know, you said some things here that are very important. And while you were talking, it made me reflect, because I think we grew up from the dates you're talking about, high school and stuff like that. I think we grew around the same era. And I think we, our spiritual background, or the little church going that we went to, just allowed to instill some discipline that are carrying us through today when we face, you know, challenges and stuff like that. We can reach back and say a little prayer fast and stuff like that.
See, exactly.
You know, I can relate to what you're saying, and I do understand, you know, your journey growing up, you know. And I think you from the days where you start singing from knocking on drum and sing and then
Bridget, listen to that is what gave me my rhythm and my folkness and my Vinciness. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, boom drum is a big part of Vincy. You know what I mean? And I learned how to play the boom drum. Boom drum was something that we beat in church as well. So it's like I became the drummer boy in the church as well. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, me being a part of the youth group, you know, we have situation where the Evesham Monkook circuit we come together, all the youths them, and we have our activities or whatever we call them. And you know, we have drummer from Monkook, drummer from Mespo, and of course me being a drummer as well from Evesham. It was a beautiful thing, because you know what I'm saying, just to hear the drum in the church is always bring out that spiritualness, you know, in our African roots, you know what I'm saying. And that too kind of helped me to understand that while we may be in different parts of the world, our bloodline from King David, from Africa. You get me?
True.
You know what I'm saying? And not the King David that the world push. The image, we talk about blackness, you know what I'm saying? And people are afraid to say these things, you know what I mean? Me always wonder how come they never have a black Jesus in the church. You know what I'm saying? Because a black man an originator. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I mean, no, we love everybody, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, history kind of lie, you know what I mean? And these are things that kind of drive me to search more and search, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I maintain a certain militant kind of energy too, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like a regular artist. Skarpyon no jump on every bandwagon. And I'm proud of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of it because I realize that see how it's so easy for people to be led astray or to be influenced by money or by associates. You know what I'm saying? But I learned from the man them who we read about in the Bible. As I said, they might not paint the right image, but read about how they stand firm. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You know what I'm saying? This is the situation we live in right now.
True.
Some man bend easy because they feel they will get burned. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm saying all these things because this is who Skarpyon is. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, I'm not afraid, I'm not ashamed, I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? If you know, if his son hat, he put me out there and he says, Skarpyon, this color is green, a green message. If it's snow, and you tell me, well, if you put me in the snow, same thing. No matter hail, green. So in other words, I'm saying that I stand behind my beliefs. I stand behind what I feel this life should be and how a human should operate. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I'm one person. Everybody have their own makeup. I respect that. But at the same time, we are under one banner and we should understand that. You know, we shouldn't stray from it. You know, there are persons who will put you in a position to stray or to depart or to break up. I'm not here to break up. I'm here to show people that understand who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, then you can't tell people about themselves. You get me?
True,
So
true, true.
learn yourself, you know what I mean? Yeah, man.
I understand your story, man. Like I met you a few years ago and you know, we just connected back again. And I can tell that you're a man who really care about the image you project, whether it's a small project or big,
Right.
you know, and you just respect things as they go along, you know, and you're right, you don't just jump on any bandwagon. But moving fast forward, and so you went through the junior ranks.
Right.
In 2004, you were in the big leagues and you came
Right.
out looking fine. Tell us a little bit about
Right.
that.
So in 2004, the song was actually On Fire. That was a Raga soca called On Fire.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that was the second Raga soca being held in St. Vincent and Grenadines. The first one was held in 2001, won by Mazza. Kevin Little came second with Turn Me On. Mazza did Poor People Song. I was in that competition too. I think I came fourth or fifth with a song called Talk to Me. You know? The show was held at the Shed, and all those tracks were produced by Adrian Bailey. You know, yeah, man. So right there, this generation, our generation was the new generation that was emerging on the scene, and that was my maybe third year being a solo artist because 2001, when I did my first album, my first album, my first recording was actually in 1996. I think I think I was in the youth band. Yes, I was in the youth band still. And I was my last year in secondary school. So the song called Loosen Up. I don't know if you guys have it, but Loosen Up was my first recording. And then from there, a music video was a big song for especially around the youth them. Then when I said, I want to do this thing serious. So 2004, I won the Raga Soca. But before I won the Raga Soca, I had took a break from it because I was trying to get on shows and they wouldn't give me a chance. I can remember asking one particular individual to put me on one kind of a show and he was like, nah, not right now, we cannot follow out next year. So I said, man, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, just because nobody never telling me about the glamour of the art form. It was like, no, it was like, yes, yeah, it was like, no big deal. I'll write songs for people in the community. I'll write songs because I was writing a lot of folk songs for my church group. You know what I'm saying? And for Harvest, I would make up songs like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel, I never like the fact that we sing the same song every year for Harvest. So I would write some song for the members of the youth group, and that would be the highlight of the Harvest. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of, I was making up songs without even thinking about it. You get me? So that kind of give me the opportunity to become a writer and you know what I'm saying, and to produce music. You know what I'm saying? So 2004, Raga Soca, On Fire. That changes everything for me right there. Because then everybody giving me some recognition. I remember Kevin Little Turn Me On was blowing up in the world too. So everybody was like, "Oh, it's Skarpyon, boy, this song here, boy. The next Kevin Little." I was like, "Next Kevin Little? How about next Skarpyon?" You know what I'm saying? No, but I mean, and even in those times, it never dawned on me. I was like, "Nah, say yo, my style different, brother." You know what I'm saying? Well, all the whole scene being so excited for Kevin Little. I mean, we love that song, and we're just happy to see him propel. I thinking about me, Skarpyon, bringing my energy now. You know what I'm saying? So then,
Because
no, but I'm mind you, but even before, and this is no disrespect, even before Kevin Little do that, touch that style, I was doing them style before.
right,
But he
because
just get
that's what I was gonna ask you. You guys are like the foundation of Raga soca.
yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. And
yeah.
our Raga soca style, that of course, came from the fact that um, Beckett, Touch,
Mm-hmm.
Black Sun, our
Mm-hmm.
style of music was just so fresh and unique. It was like the new soca music. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because of course you will have a man inside doing a rap, a dub. We call it
Mm-hmm.
dubbing them time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we hearing them things is like that's what we want to do. And
Mm-hmm.
those days R&B music was big, and me loving R&B music, it was as a natural fusion without even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So and then the next year, 2005, when I did the song "Looking Fine," bought this suit, changed everything for me. That's when Skarpyon started flying on because that song was uniquely original. A bridging. I mean, nobody doing soca music with bridge. Rock and soca with bridge. Have a bridge. You are. And all that come from me, as I said, dabbling into different genres of music from the National Youth Band, singing so many different genres. It tells you how to create a song. So I said, yo, I was fearless. I wasn't thinking about if anybody's gonna like it.
Yo,
I,
I'll tell you though,
mm,
because I was living in Montreal at that time. I'll tell you
right,
when that came out, a lot of people didn't really know that was a Caribbean song. Like it was playing in soca party, but people used to think like, well, of course, Vincent Shern knew about it, but
right.
like the outside world didn't really know it's a Caribbean song because it didn't really sound soca. It sounded like a kind of R&B thing that it sounds like
Yeah,
R&B trying to cross over into soca, you know.
right.
So
Yeah,
when that song played in dance, like everybody just start, gravitated towards it. So even on the radio when it plays, people love that song. Well, up to this day, that's my favorite song. I know you have yours, which we'll talk about later on, but that's my favorite song. And like, I think because you were coming on the program, it's all in my head. It's playing in my head all day. That same one. Let's take in a little bit of one of the songs and
right.
we'll there.
Here we go again. Stingaman. I'm Jeff Vanna. Was he the director of the Ministry of Education or the music program at that time?
Yes.
A very interesting person to work with. I knew him a long time. Very
Correct.
interesting to work with. Quiet, get along well.
Yep.
I know when you started, I was still in St. Vincent.
Right.
I think the first time when you went on stage, your voice is the one that caught me. So give me a little background of your first stage of performance for your school.
All right. So it was in 1990. That year, man came me one, I think, yeah. Man came me one. I had a song called, it was a tribute to teachers. It was a song called, what was the name of the song, boy? Man. No. Actually, no, I'm wrong. The first, that 1990 song was a song called, the Adventist church normally have, we call it the crusade. But I can't remember the song, I can't remember that song. But I remember this particular song called, it was a tribute to teachers called 1975 was the year when the teachers strike. It was the hardest year in the teacher's life. But then the government changed around. NDP ruling had begun. We had 4 teachers turning politicians. So with me singing a song, my vocals was so high that people wouldn't believe that a boy was singing. You know what I'm saying? And in them and in those days, if you have them kind of pitch they singing, people will say that you can't make it in Victoria Park because when you go in the park, the song bouncing back, and because you don't have so much experience, you tend to listen to the bounce back and go off key. So that is what happened to me the first time in 1990 when I went on stage. It kind of threw me off, you know what I'm saying? And I still came 5th, but people thought I was very promising and I had a beautiful song. But as I said, I went off key a little bit. But again, all of that was the experience. But being on stage for the first time was really nerve-wracking for me because Junior Calypso back in those days, or was like the soca monarch. You know what I'm saying? When you watch children run up and down the whole and parents of course bringing the kids, it was a massive crowd. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I would want to relive it again so that I could do the right thing. But it was really something that will live with me for the rest of my life because it was, as I said, my first time on stage, and to be able to go on a big stage and those days they have the microphone with a red sponge over it, and you should remember that they had a red sponge over the microphone. Once the announcer give you that microphone, that means it's time for you to go on stage and there's no turning back. It was like a war. It's like you go and fight war, boy, and the child. You have to battle it out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was amazing. My first time on stage, yeah, man, for real.
The thing that caught me is not so much the song, although the song was a tribute.
Right.
What caught me was your voice.
Right.
From then on, I started following Skarpyon.
Yes.
Skarpyon,
and those.
Skarpyon are the couple songs that I love, but I love the patriotic one as well.
Right.
So
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and in those days, my name was Red Skarpyon.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
Yes.
So when I came to Victoria Park that day, and I listened to that song and I comment. I mean, I don't know how you say you were shy, but on stage,
well, I mean, right.
But it makes you different.
Right.
Because even me, personally, me too, I was shy. But since I got onto this radio, I think the microphone make a lot of difference to me coming out to talking to people.
True. No, facts. And it's true. If you check it out, people who are in the entertainment industry, they will tell you that they battle with confidence. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. You know? Yeah, man.
Yes. So, in the youth band, when you got the call for the youth band, what was the feeling? How did you feel? Because you were single-handedly picked by Jockpreneur.
Man, as I said, I was confused because I was like, nah, they can't be checking for me to be lead vocalist. But that's what they're asking. And I was like, I said, nah. So, I went to and tell my old queen, I said, they come to school, Mr. Vincy want me to sing and to be lead vocalist for the youth band. But I say, maybe they want me to just do a performance. And then, I was like, and then Miss Brown said, no, they want you to be vocalist and meet them at this place at Peace Memorial Hall, somewhere around there, or the at that time the youth band room was at the complex. The where they used to have the sixth form upstairs in a building, right up there. The youth band had a space up there. And of course, because Jeff would have been, an educator and that person, he would have gotten the opportunity there because it was a school. It was called a school band, and then they rebranded and called it the National Youth Band. And because the school band was basically what comprised of wind instrument players and keyboard and drummers and And all these people were musicians that were Jaffa grooming to become the next generation of musicians. So you're talking about people who learn how to read music in different levels, in grades and whatever. So me was the addition to the band, you know what I mean, to have it become a performance band as well, especially among youths or, you know, any national events. And also later on we become the backing band for the Junior Calypso, you know what I'm saying? Which again was something that we look forward every year. And then we became a highlight in the 9 morning celebration where Bassi and friends, you know what I'm saying, was the coordinator for that activity in 9 morning celebration. So, and then with that being said, it gave us the opportunity to perform in you know, like at that time, NDP dinner, the youth band we performed for NDP dinner. And then we started performing for a lot of different functions, and you know, and very young, I was making money, you know what I'm saying? And those days, the money that I was getting was big money, you know what I'm saying, as a little boy. So me getting to buy my shoes and, you know what I mean, I become very independent, you know what I'm saying? And then me singing in Junior Calypso again, I was making money at very, very, very early age, you know what I'm saying? And then those days, kids wasn't making money in them time. But me performing when I perform and Jeff give me 150, $150, that lasts me a whole year, brother. You get me? You understand? So, and then when you win money from the Junior Calypso, sometimes you win up to like 600, 700, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? It's like, Reggie, you making $700 in them time they went Simmons in them glory days of banana. And everybody in Simmons who had their own home because farming was what providing home for people, you know what I'm saying? Simmons was good, you know what I'm saying? And them time it was just beautiful, there wasn't hardly any crime. If you hear a man get murdered, it was just one person maybe in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And in most cases, you never had to go and look for that guy because you go drink Amazon, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like, it's just a different time. And it was just so beautiful, Yeah, man. So yeah, the youth band really give me that push to become who I am today, and I must give blessings to myself, Yeah.
What are some of the big songs that you if I ask you which one are your favorite songs, which one will come to your mind without even thinking about it?
Oh gosh, boy. You have to ask me that when we're not on a program because no you ask me that listen, it's just so much song because then you have to remember that I have new songs in my head, one song that I find myself playing a lot, like even when I'm home and one of these listen something, would be there's a song called Stay Home Wine, right? Come give me that stay home wine. The reason why that song is in my head, no, I'm not saying that's my favorite song, I don't have any favorite song, but it's because that was my first vocal production. That's the first song that I produced vocally, meaning record and edit myself, and that happened when I was here in America, and the studio, and I had just got my first song. So when we had to drive to the studio, we had to be there all hours with him and thing. And and these studio are studio that I book. So I have a specific time, maybe 2 hours or 1 hour. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then the wife there with the kid, and then the youth they getting restless, and we had to drive all the way back. And in them time she was the one who driving because she went to school up here, so you know what I mean, and so she have a license. Me, a Vincy man, me not an American license until me become neutralized or whatever it's the case may be, you know what I'm saying? So she had to drive me and then all them later. So I was like, nah, we gotta try to do something better, So then, I got my stuff, I learned the stuff, and then boom, I started to record myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying yeah, man. So
let's take a listen at that one. Stay home,
yeah, man.
Yeah, Stingaman, your catalog is like, I don't know. A lot of people realize that how big your catalog is. You know, I didn't realize it until I was going through it and I see like, oh my gosh, this guy has so many songs and some
Yeah.
of the songs are like I've seen so many awards
Right. Yeah.
behind your title when I was reading your bio there. Like to be
Yes.
honest, singer man, I can't keep up with no seriously, and I'm serious
Appreciate that, brother.
yeah, and I'll try to get your bio I'll try to put it up, you know, a glimpse of people to really understand how big,
Okay.
yeah, how big you are. And sometimes maybe because you're not in a lot of controversies like other people, you know, people don't really focus on the price, you know.
Right.
But you have managed to attain cultural ambassador status.
Right.
Right. So and you said that you will really carry the Vincy ambassador passport with pride. You know, so
Right.
tell us a little bit about that, how you feel about that part of it.
Okay. All right. So first, let me tell you how it all started. Now, mind you, I was, as I said, from early beginning, was just a person doing these things as a citizen of my community, a citizen of St. Vincent and Grenadines, and of course a citizen of the world. You know, it was just how I was brought up. You know, is one thing my mom always told me. She said, "Stay from people, stay from bad company." Well, she said, "Stay from people," and I understood what she was actually saying.
True.
So you find me now. My friends was really my uncles and my cousins and things. You know what I'm saying? Because we have so much. You know, so we go everywhere. We do everything together. There is no reason for me to be in any gang or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But same time, everybody know me. You know what I'm saying? In the community. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, when you walk with these things in your heart, you become that. You know what I'm saying? Without even trying, you get me? And no, only when I become famous, people start to say negative things that was confusing to me. Like, and I'm coming to the point saying, oh, you know, you don't talk to people, you're selfish. But that comes with the territory. And I never understood that until later on in life because that thing was stressing me out. I was like, boy, I said, no. Because when I'm with my cousins, I'm the one who's speaking. Once I'm anybody will tell you that. Once I'm in a crowd, brother, and I'm comfortable, I am the one who is the leader there. And it's big jokes and thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I cover some stuff. And because I love stand-up comedy as well. You get me? I love stand-up comedy. So it's like when people are saying these things, it bothered me, Jay. I'm telling you for a while, I think it's to eat me out, you know? But anyways, so because I love my country so much, I helped a lot of people in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And more so in the community. And I would always, listen, some of the, I don't even have enough space to put some of the awards that I've achieved. Because as I said, I was always invited to be in so much, man, I get so much certificates, brother. I don't even know where they are. You know what I'm saying? And these are things because one time I was on the executive for the Youth Council of St. Vincent and Grenadines, you know, and I mean that's outside of music, you know what I'm saying, but during in school time, you know, and the Youth Council had a program that used to be on television, you know what I'm saying. Virgin, it's just that was me living a life without any reward, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So me doing all these things, that's why I became who I am, and that's how I am. Because when I realized what is important to people now, they can't be serious. Because we were treading the road of youth development, treading the road of nation building. And I was a part of that, not knowing that this is something special because I think, well, this is what every youth should be doing. Not, you know what I'm saying? Because as I said, I never really had the opportunity to be in any negative grouping. You know what I'm saying? It was always positive energy. Because once I shut down the road, you know, people know who I for, and how I stay. Clean, you know what I'm saying? Even one shoes. Clean, brother. You understand? I always stay clean, and you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, now with me become Skarpyon now with the same energy of just giving back. So when I was giving back and doing these things and you know what I mean, performing and doing songs which represent St. Vincent. When you hear a song, you know, boy, I Vincy. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And I can remember it was we were doing a show to give back to the community in Greg's. A good friend of mine shot. And then we come together. It was a queen show, it was a cultural queen show. And then I got a call from the Prime Minister's office, say that, you know, you want to speak with me. I was like, so when I got the call, mind you, I never talked to this man. You get me?
True.
And I see the Prime Minister. I said, and the Prime Minister want to talk to him. I said, so, I said, who this man want to talk to me for, brother? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking, you know? Then, you know, he come on, he say, yo, comrade. He say, yeah, we're gonna, you know, blah, 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 you know? He say, how this show going up in Greg? So I say, what do you mean? I say, how you know about that? He said, then he joke and say, I know everything that's going on in Vincy, you know, comrade. I said, all right. So then, you know, then he explained to me what he was calling for, and, you know, he see what I do and for the culture, and he think that, you know, I should be awarded, you know, ambassador and thing, and, you know. So, you know, I make sure ask him, why is he giving it to me? You know what I'm saying? Because as I said, you know, I don't want to ever get mixed up in politics, you know what I mean?
True.
Straight up, you know. I respect the leaders of our space and the things they should be doing for our people, you know what I'm saying? That's why I take a back seat, because you know sometimes you know we get so caught up that we don't see that they're not chatting in a direction. So I make sure say, yo, listen, I'm not gonna just accept something if I don't know what you know about me and what I have done. Tell me what I've done, what you feel about what I do. You think what I'm doing is good for St. Vincent as a cultural ambassador? Yeah. I say, all right, brother, respect, you know, give thanks, you know. So with that being said, you know, he was very upfront to me and open about that. So I say, all right, brother, salute, you know, respect. It still never blow up my head. I just give thanks, you know. You know, let other people feel happy for me because they think that I deserve it, you know, and I give thanks, you know what I'm saying?
True.
So, you know what I mean? So to get that title as well, you know, as I said, it still ain't really grabbed me as much. But I guess it's a blessing for the work that I've done and for the work that I've done prior to becoming the Skarpyon I am, you know what I'm saying? Because it's 10 from way back and I never stopped. You know what I'm saying? And I know I've made changes in the art form. I've helped to mold a lot of youths, you know what I'm saying? Especially within my community. You know what I'm saying? But it just, you know, so then I was like, I was pulling at things to justify why I should get a, that, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I was pulling stuff to see if I deserve it or not, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. But you know, as I said, I appreciate that, you know, I was able to be seen, you know, from that level up, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, give thanks.
Yeah, man.